Hi, Michael from Doing Life Together. Hope you are having an amazing week, and it is so good to be spending these next few moments with you today. Over the course of this series so far, we've been taking you on a bit of a journey through the foundational principles, the key building blocks, if you will, of all the work that we do with individuals, schools and communities right across Australia, in the hope that that would be an encouragement to you and help you think through your process, your story and your journey. Over the last few weeks, we've been focusing on the idea, the concept of story. That is, the unique collection of moments, memories, traits, personalities, likes, dislikes, aspirations, dreams, gifts and talents that make you you, that make me me, that make a community, an organisation, and a school. Last week, we particularly looked at the idea of hope within the human story. Hope being a sense of purpose, a sense of connection, of belonging to the greater good, if you will. That we had something to get out of bed for in the morning, to work towards, to strive towards, to feel a sense of connection to. We talked about how when we have hope as human beings, we thrive, we connect, we make new friends, we learn, we move forward. But when we struggle to connect or find a sense of hope, we struggle to do life day to day. This week, we want to dive a little bit deeper into those darker spaces in our story, those darker moments, if you will. You see, one thing we all have in common is that every single human being on planet Earth who has lived and whoever will live has moments in their story of challenge, of trial, moments that are tough, moments that need to be worked through or overcome in some way. Some are big, some are small. They often come with big emotions attached or emotional moments as part of that journey. Some human beings can work through problems rather quickly and easily. Others struggle. But you see, the thing is, we were never meant to do these things on our own or by ourselves. The reality is life is tough. And in all our work, it requires us to create spaces where vulnerability is encouraged and okay. You see, in society, we have these unwritten rules that say that you and I should smile as often as we can, push through the hard stuff, put a smile on our dial, as the old saying goes. But you and I both know life is not that simple, it's not that easy. In fact, we are meant to share our stories, share our journeys, share our challenges, particularly our tough moments. So how do we go about that? How do we create spaces that say vulnerability is okay, sharing is okay, bearing the load together is okay? Well, first and foremost, we need to be honest with people about our own story, about what's going on for us, about when we have tough moments. And we need to speak not just openly about it, but from the heart. We need to open up conversation possibilities for people to talk about what's going on in their story, to lay it out on the table. Places that are non-judgmental, that don't seek to judge or to problem solve or to fix people's problems, but to sit, to hear, to empathize. You know, often I'm asked about empathy, and I often say empathy is never, ever found in our joyful or lightful moments. It's not found in those emotions at all. Empathy is found in the hard to have moments that you and I have that allow us to connect with others who are experiencing hard and difficult moments. So we need to create these spaces wherever possible. We need to encourage people to talk about stuff wherever possible. And we need to sit and hear and listen rather than fix and problem solve. We also just need to be there for people. And that can sound trivial, but it's not. It's actually quite a significant thing in the human experience. Just be, just listen, just hear. And when people say to us, what's going on? Don't try and fix again. Don't try and problem solve, but just say, wow, that's really hard. That's really tough. I'm glad you told me. Let's walk together. When we do that as whole communities, when we do that as organisations, as teams, as schools, as classrooms, it lightens the load. And it makes it normal to have bumps in our journey, in our story. So this week, think about your story, think about your bumps, think about what's going on for you right at this moment, and share those with people. Open up to people, journal if you need to. Whatever you need to do to prepare and share that story. When we connect with each other at the deepest levels as human beings, it changes the way we see people, the way we work, and the way we go about our day-to-day life. We hope this has been helpful. We love spending time with you, and we look forward to doing it again next week.